Ever since I caught you on that ice, you got no chill, no more.
Okay, ZheBeauty, so I am going to be doing a full glam tutorial today. I really want to do a base tutorial, but I'm gonna hold out on that. I'm gonna hold out on it. I'm gonna hold out. Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and grab your makeup brushes, your snacks, your tools, whatever else you need, and let's jump right into this video. Okay, so I did the first eye. I went in with my Meredith palette. I used Concrete Jungle. I used a little bit of my Morphe palette, kind of like these gray colors right in here, gray and type purple type colors, but it kind of faded into like a blue. But nevertheless, these are the colors that I use. I was kind of going for like a snatched eye, so yeah, this is the look. I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I did the other side. I went in with my transitional base first, and this is just this brown shade right here out of the Meredith palette. If you can't tell by now, I use my brown shades a lot. They are the perfect color for a base color. I like to go in with a very fluffy brush to apply all of my products, because I feel like a fluffy brush is going to give me that more airbrushed application. I'm going ahead and take this concrete color right here. It's like a gray, but it kind of gives like a blue color. It doesn't really give like a gray. But I'm just going to take that my fluffy brush. Hope it's not too loud. Probably going to have to put music over it anyways. Usually most of the time I listen to music anyways. And if it starts to look like this, I'm going to blend it out. But I want to pile as much color on there before I start blending out. And make sure you're staying like keeping that dark color right in the outer corner. And this is just something I do to get my eye shape. If you haven't seen my eye shape video, go ahead and check that out. But go ahead and check that out on my page. I will link it in the related videos. If you watch to the end of this video, it'll be the next video coming up. So just, go ahead and binge the next video. And then you will know how to get your eye shape so that you will be able to find the right eye shape for your face. Because there's plenty of eye shapes, and if you know your eye shape, it's better for you to form the shape and really like bring your features out in your face when you're doing a full face. This is pretty much what I got so far. As you can see, it's a little bit of ridges, it's a little bit it's not well blended like this side yet, but I'm going to show you how to go ahead and blend it out. This gray color right here is a lighter gray color. I'm going to take this gray color and I'm going to blend out the edges. I'm going to take that gray color and I'm going to blend out my edges of this color. Now when you're blending out these colors, it is going to create more edges, but that's okay because we're going to keep blending until all the edges are smooth and you don't really see any edges. Now I'm going to take this darker gray color. It's like a purplish gray color. Edges with that color. Because we're starting to get upper into the eyeshadow, into the eyebrow, and I like my eyebrow to be very clean. So I'm going to go in with this brown, soft brown color. This is done with the same brush. Just make sure that because you want the colors to blend well with it. So all of these is the same color. Now I'm going to take this color and this color. It's called You Guys, and I'm going to take Soho. And I'm going to go right on the eyebrow, the top of the brow bone. Because I want to keep this part right in here really clean when it starts to get to the curve of the eyebrow. And then the other colors that you use, they're already going to be well blended into the look. As you can see, it's already coming together. It's very simple. Very easy, very simple. It's starting to darken up that crease. We already have the outer sides faded. Now I'm going to go in and deepen up the outer creases. Concrete jungle shade that I used previously, that first dark color that I used, and I'm going to go ahead and go right in here and follow the crease of my eye all the way through. And then this is where you're going to see the definition back into the eye. Going back in with that fluffy brush, I'm going to take brown here and blend it out and do a lid. I want to try this purple graphic lid. It's called Graphic in this palette. It's a shimmer color. I want to try this on my lid to see how it turns out. So I'm going to go ahead and try that. Give me a moment. I did go in with a very flat brush. It's very, very flat. I'm going to put this on the lid. No primer, no nothing, just put it on because this shimmer in this palette has a very like grip texture. I like that purple color going in, but I went ahead and used this shade, the color Digital as well. It's like this beautiful dark purple shade. I'm going to put this on the outer corners of the eye. I put this on the outer corner, so when I go in and shade the last portion of the look, everything can blend. Also, I feel like he gave it a little bit of dimension into the eye as well. I feel like it's super pretty. So, yeah, love that so far. Get you a close-up on how this glides on the eye. Look how that glides on. It's so pigmented and it just glides on really nicely. Like, that is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna go in with that purple. It's kind of like a gel, eyeshadow or something, like the type of vibe it gives. I know y'all keep saying this because it got a mirror right here. It's a mirror in front of me too, but I like to see the actual shape I'm trying to get my eye. All right, and look at that. Like it gives, it's so pretty. The way it sits on the eye. Absolutely love it. After that, then I'll go ahead and put on my lashes and stuff last because I have a bad habit of getting concealer on my lashes for some reason. So I'm going to put those on last. I'm going to go ahead and prime my face. I think I'm going to use this marshmallow primer today just because it's a softer primer. I usually just go in with my makeup moisturizer and that's it. But I'm going to try and see if this is going to give me a nice base as well using this primer. My face is not too oily. That's why I kind of went in with this primer because it's a soft primer. It's a marshmallow primer. So I kind of went in with that a little bit. I'm having second thoughts. I'm gonna seal it in with my e.l.f. because I just want to make sure that I use something else on it. So I just want to seal that primer in since it is a moisturizing primer, and then I'm gonna use my e.l.f. to seal it in because I don't want it to be too slippery or I don't want it to move. So kind of want it to just. If y'all are here, I'm trying not to hit this mic. I don't necessarily want to just like beat my face. So I'm gonna just tap this primer and it's getting really tacky. So I think that's good enough. And with my e.l.f. Halo Glow because I want to give myself a nice glow. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay, I can rub that in. Okay. I really like that a lot. Maybe I'll just brush the rest of that away. Alright. That looks so good. I did go in with two foundations. I'm using the Born This Way Soft Matte Oil Control foundation, and then I'm going in with the Nars Natural Radiant Foundation, and I'm going to combine the two. Okay, now I'm just going to apply this all over the face. I'm going to let this sit on my face a little bit too. Okay, now I'm just going to blend this out. The expert brush, and I'm just going to lightly tap all of this into the skin. This is a natural finish and it's a soft matte, and I really like that Born This Way soft matte foundation. More of a natural finish, and I really love a good natural finish when doing any type of look, because I wanted to give as close as my foundation shade anyways, as close as skin as possible. I wanted to, basically I'm just saying I wanted to look very velvet. I wanted to look very smooth. I want to give a very nice finish, especially when I go in and put in on top of my powders. It blends well with the powders and everything, especially if you use the Born This Way concealer. It really blends in as well with the concealer. So honestly, I like that as well. So I didn't realize that my mic had died in the middle of my video. So we just gonna keep it pushing because it is what it is. So going in with my Nars bronzer. This is in the shade Laguna 2. I absolutely rave about this this bronzer. I feel like I have found my signature bronzer. I don't think I'm gonna ever change this product up, because one thing about it, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I absolutely found my bronzer sooner than I would expect it, and I'm happy about that. So I am going in with a little bit more product than I usually do on my nose, just because I really like how creamy and how blendable this bronzer is. And as you can see, when I'm contouring my nose, I like to turn my face to the side just to really get in those crevices of my nose, just so I can actually get my contour shape of my nose, because I feel like towards the upper part of my nose contour, that's when I really see the definition and bringing my nose contour together. And look how easy it blends. I'm just tapping that lightly and it's already blending away so easily. Like, that formula is absolutely like the holy grail. Nars, what did you put in that formula? Because clearly it's doing what it's supposed to do. So I did go back in with my concealer and just apply that right on top of my bronzer, because I like to conceal afterwards. I know sometimes I get that process of where I used to conceal before on my nose and then do the contour or the bronzer a little bit after I've already applied my concealer, but I like to do it after now instead of before. And I did go back in with my beauty blender. Now, I have been resorting back to my beauty blender a little bit more than I usually do. Don't ever get it twisted. I'm still a brush girly. I love that brush. Speaking of brushes, this one right here. Now, this brush surprised me when I first used this brush, and ever since then, I kind of find myself reaching for this brush. I don't even know what type of brush this is. It came with a set of brushes that I had got from Amazon or from somewhere. I don't recall. But yeah, the way this brush blends out my bronzer, look at that. It just melts into the skin. Now, I have been using my Glam blush a little bit more than usual. I actually picked up some more. If you haven't seen my Shein haul, go check that out. That is in the shade Real Deal. Now, speaking of my brushes, going back to the topic of my brushes, this brush is a flat brush, but it's very dense. It's very flexible. It's not really dense, and that's what I was talking about in the video. I was saying how I like more of a flexible brush than a more dense brush, well, depending on what I'm applying. So when I'm applying my blush, I like to go in with a very flexible flexible brush, just because it blends my makeup a little bit better. As you can see, look at that blush, how it just blends right into the skin. So jumping right into my concealer, I am going in with the Born This Way in the shade Light Beige, and I have been using this to completely highlight my under eye, and then I go in with my Morphe to let everything set in, and then I'll go back in and blend it out, because I feel like with this concealer, it doesn't dry as fast, but in actuality, it really sits when it dries. So it's more blendable in regards to it. Basically, when you apply that concealer to the face, it stays on in place, to where when you're blending out the edges of it or going in and blending it out, it actually doesn't spread as much. So I would consider it to be like more of a full coverage concealer. Of course, we love that for her. I absolutely love that for me as well. But I went in with my Born This Way translucent powder, and I went in with my Laura Mercier, and I kind of combined the two. And I really feel like it gives for an excellent formula, just because the Laura, as soon as you apply it on, it dries like quickly. And the Born This Way is a very hydrating translucent powder. In my case, in my sense, for my skin, it seems like it hydrates me. It doesn't really dry me out as much. So I combine the two, and it works well together. So especially the finish. Oh, the finishing eats. I really love the finish. It really is smooth, and not to press my powder puff really deep into my skin, so the product pretty much just lays on top of my skin. Now, the blushes that I have really been going in with as of lately have been this palette that I got from Shein. This palette really surprised me, honestly, because I didn't think that this product was gonna be this good. Like, it's very rare I find a blush that's just like sheer and blendable. And I have been, if you've been watching my videos or keeping up with my videos as of lately, you can see that I've been talking about this blush for a minute now. Now, I don't know what type of formula they put in this blush, but the blush eats to me. It's one of my go-to blushes. I don't know if it's just because it's a new palette. That could be it too. But overall, I really like the application of the blush, but we'll see when I use the palette a little bit more, because it is kind of fresh. So we'll see if I keep reaching for it a month from now or so. But I did go with my Juvia's Place. One thing I hate, well, I don't hate it. It's just very annoying, and it's very irritating when my palettes get to pan and then they just start breaking up. I feel like, oh my God. That is the most annoying thing. But look at that finish though. Look at the finish. Like, the finish eats. I absolutely love the finish. Like, I have been so proud of my base. That's why I said I'm gonna hold out on a base routine, because I really want to show y'all the base that I've been doing as of lately. I am geeked. Okay, so I went in with my Butterfly palette, and I did go in with just a shimmer shade in the inner corners. Now, this purple lip, I wasn't too fond of it at first, but eventually it started to grow on me. Okay, so I did a purple lip. I was regretting it at first, but now that it's starting to sit on me, it's actually starting to look really good. So I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal, because I've been calling this Revlon for the longest because they got the R on it. But you can get these off of Amazon. I'll be sure to put it in my description box down below, so you can go ahead and check that out. And I'm going to go in with my NYX Professional. Of course, I'm going to pile on different types of lip gloss, because why not? And these are very like matte. Okay, ZheBeauty, so this is the finishing look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Sorry for the audio in this tutorial. I know it was kind of like in and out. My mic did go dead, so I have to charge it. So that's probably why now it's a bit clearer, or it was a bit stuffy at first. However the audio is, just bear with me on that. Also, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it, and I hope this tutorial was very beneficial to you in any type of way. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below so you don't miss out when I upload new videos such as this one. And stay tuned to binge watch some of my other videos, just so you can keep up with everything that's going on over here on my channel. Also, don't forget to click the links in the description box down below so you can purchase from my Amazon storefront. All the products will be listed down below, so go ahead and check that out and shop with your girl so we can all be on the same type of page, okay? Because this is a community, baby. I'm here to help you, and you're here to help me. We're here to help each other, period. Now, yeah. All right, so see you girlies and guys next time, and bye.
Ever since I caught you on that ice, you got no chill.